All right, so, oh, sorry. Welcome everybody to our very first productivity coaching skills lab for 2026. And I'm super excited because as some of you may know, I mix them up every year. We do something different. And the goal for our skills lab is just what it says. You are either going to walk out of here with something that you can use in your business today, or you're going to walk away with a new skill. And so today it's going to be, you're going to walk away actually with both. You're going to walk out of here with something that you can actually use right now, well, at 2:30. And you're also going to hopefully walk away with a new skill set, something new that you can bring into your business, which is always our goal. So one of the things that I have been hearing, and myself personally fighting it, is how important video is in our businesses. And actually, I would say not just our businesses, but in our lives, right? Like watching on social media with some of my daughter's friends are like, you're shooting videos of all kinds, right? So short little videos are the way to go. And so, not my wheelhouse. And you guys hear from me enough and all the other things we do in coaching. And so I'm super excited to bring someone in who I can watch your videos go crazy, right? If you follow him, you know that he's on video. You post at least one video a day.
That's the intent, yes.
Yep. A day for each of his businesses. Okay, so that tells me he's doing more than one, right? And so I'm super excited. We did not. Well, I did not call Aaron and say, hey, can you make sure Charles wears jeans? We telepathically told each other what to wear this morning. So I'm just going to turn this over to Charles and let him teach us, and I'm going to go be the student.
Cool. Awesome. So I think that when we go through this, I said to myself this morning as I was thinking about what some of the stuff would look like, and I said, I have people that are going to come to this class that have zero intention to ever put their face on video. And I said, we got to maybe incorporate a couple other things in this as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to really truly look for content that is going to help you guys do something a little bit different. So right now, where are we getting our content? So those that are posting, even if it's once a week, once a month, maybe you are posting daily, where are we currently getting content to post? Updates, yep, I like that. So kind of like RE Colorado and DMAR and stuff. Awesome, I like that. What else are we doing?
Rami.
What?
Isn't her name Rami? She's
Romy. Yeah, Romy. Yeah, so Romy's our VA that we send her out into the wild, and she goes and she R&D department. She rips it off and duplicates it and changes the colors, and we send it to you guys. Yeah, absolutely. So we got Romy doing some stuff that you guys get weekly, and then she sends you guys the special updates. We got market updates, RE Colorado, DMAR. What else are we doing? Neighborhood events, and then translating that onto social media kind of stuff. Awesome. So as we're doing this, I think that it is open out. Yeah. And so that's kind of some of the things that we want to do today. We want to be able to make sure that we are meeting your clients where they are. And when we're doing this, we understand that the best way we can do something is face-to-face and voice-to-voice. And yet, we also know that a lot of our people, it's going to grab my phone, but it's sitting over there. A lot of our people are living on their cell phones, right? They're scrolling Instagram, they're scrolling TikTok, they're scrolling Facebook, they're doing whatever they're doing. And I know that this room right now, like who's making 5 phone calls a day right now? Yeah, like the whole room. Yeah. Ever looked around like, yeah.
And they weren't surprised by the hand it was.
Who's here right now making a phone call a day? Yeah. And texting, cool. Right. And so, but what we do know is this: if we do other things on different platforms to where we get on social media and push content out, more eyes are going to see us. And if we're doing it around real estate, we're going to be the real estate authority, right? We want to be the real estate economist. We want to get them off of Fox, we want to get them off of CNN, we want to get them off of X, we want to get them off of YouTube, unless it's our content, right? Like that's what we want to do. We want to be making sure that we're doing content. So who knows what Gemini is? Okay, cool. Who has their KW Gemini logged in?
I do.
Okay, let's perfect. Greg does. I like it. Who knows what Canva is?
I do.
Okay, cool. Who's logged into their KW Canva account right now? All right, more hands. That's exciting. Who has their KW website and KW app and knows where to find that info right now?
I do.
I see liars in this room. I'm gonna call on someone to make them show it to me. But yeah, everyone's like answering somehow. All right. So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go over a couple things. I'm going to show you who's ever done a talking head video out of Canva before. Yep, you can do it. It's pretty neat.
No, I have not.
Nope. All right. So who has gone through and has created content in a QR barcode for their open houses so that people can download their app? Once, I think. All right. Yeah. Who here uses the Edits app and their face and their camera actually works?
I do.
Yeah, that was a trick. All right, so let's do this. So we're going to create some content. And like I said, I know that everyone in here is not going to do a talking head video. I want to show you how it's done. I want to show you how to do this. I'm also going to give you guys some prompts, and probably Greg is probably the best place right now because he can really just probably copy it. The rest of you will get it to you, but it's going to be a little bit different. So let's do this thing. First and foremost, let's jump into Canva. Actually, let's do this. I want you guys to go to agent.kw.com. I want you guys to go to your commands. And so again, more of a workshop. And here's the deal. Someone in this room is going to maybe feel like they're getting left behind or that you're not there with it. And so just kind of breathe through some of these things. But one of the things we're going to do, we're going to go to agent.kw.com. That is your command. And if I were to go to my command, you guys can go over to your name, go to your settings. From your settings, you can go over to Connect Settings, and you can click Marketing Profile. Then, for some reason, they gave us another link to click on because that'd be way too convenient. You click on Go to Marketing Profile, and on the far left-hand side here, they have my subdomain. So that is your guys's website. All right, so that's your website. Does everyone have their website set up at least? Maybe you're not utilizing it, but my website is here for my subdomain at the very bottom. I went to Settings, Marketing Profile again. I think it was Marketing Profile a third time, subdomain, and then you have your URL. You guys also have the ability to do restrictions. You can go through, you can say, hey, let people just peruse my website. I don't care what they do. You can say, show them 10 properties, show them 2 properties, no forced registration only. Someone's going to my website, I want forced registration. Now, I think there's different thoughts behind this. And I think the unrestricted, I think you're more like Zillow. And if someone clicks on it, it's going to go directly to you. Right. So all that information is going to tie directly into you. KW is giving them the bare minimum of what they're allowed to have or what they're only allowed to put out. So they're going to put out the MLS ID and what brokerage it came from, and that's it. We're going to go to top right. We're going to go to your name. You're going to go to settings. You're going to go to Connect Settings on the far left. Marketing Profile. Bottom left-hand corner, my subdomain. You also, so that's your website. You also have your referral link. Your referral link's your app, right? So this is the thing that I would copy here in a minute, and we're going to make a QR barcode out of this thing. If I say, let's make it pretty, who has the KW app search portal app on their phone right now. Yeah, less and less hands, everybody yes. All right, so guys, this is what I would say. I would say that probably one of the things that I would do today is I would probably make a folder and put all your KW stuff under one folder. Put the app under the folder, put the Gemini app under the folder, put Command under the folder. I would put everything just in there and then you just have one place to go to. So we're going to go through, and this is why I asked this. This is where I think it gets kind of neat because firstly, you guys don't know what this looks like. Your consumers. You guys. Google Maps. And under Google Maps is Nextdoor. So we have a industry relationship with Nextdoor. So these are Nextdoor boundaries. And then the MLS is underneath it. So people can actually go through here and they can pull up Nextdoor data per house. So they can say that, okay, so Allendale is X amount of days on market. Here are all the listings and go through their photos. So this is one of the things I would do. I would pull this. All right, we're gonna fly without a parachute. I didn't like to make sure any of these templates work. Well, let's go ahead and do it. So I would open up this app. If you guys have it, open it. It's just a KW search app. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot it.
So
Not commands.
that's
No, we're not
what
doing
it's
commands. This is,
It's
yeah.
white.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
right, instead of red, it's white.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna straight up screenshot it.
Did you log in or you just went straight?
I just went straight in. Yep. For what the intent of what I'm going to do, I don't need to be logged in for it.
It's white. It's
White with red.
Right.
Yeah.
Real estate,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, there's gonna be two types of people in this group. There's going to be the normal people and the weirdos. And I'm obviously in the normal people group. And yes, no, I don't think you are. For my Apple users, send it to yourself. Very easily, you can airdrop, which is pretty neat. Airdrop it to yourself. Or depending on how quick your stuff is, right? You can see that I sent it to myself. There it is. Greg can't see what I'm sharing anymore. But I sent this to myself because I want this photo. Now, if you're an Android user, you're gonna have to like email it to yourself. So that's what you have to do. Screenshot it, email it to yourself, and then download it. Then what I'm gonna do, let's go in. We're gonna move quick. Like I said, we're gonna be moving quick through this. We're gonna do a lot of stuff.
I'm confused.
That photo you screenshot of the.
This?
Screenshot, yeah. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. I want you to actually be able to give social proof of why your app is cool. Well, yeah, well, you're gonna have to email it to yourself, because you're like a in between, kind of cool, kind of weird. To where like you have a full phone and then you're on a Windows product, so it doesn't, you're gonna have to email it to yourself. Sorry, you're half cool, welcome to the Half Cool Club. So, yes, welcome to the Cool Club. All right.
Your audio's breaking up big time.
I will intend to be closer to the mic. I think that's what the issue is. Cool. So this is what we're going to do. We screenshot it. We're going to email it to ourselves. I want you guys all to go over to Canva now. Remember, we're moving fairly quickly. Canva.kw.com. Canva.kw.com. Here's the deal, guys. At no added cost, you get a Canva account.
Pro.
Canva Pro account. And it's kind of neat. And it's neat for a lot of different reasons. Firstly, because like everyone's like uploading stuff in here and you can kind of go to your R&D department again and rip it off and duplicate. Like I was playing around, not the intent for this course right now, but I went through and I was playing with, what was I playing with? Where is it? This content planner. Check this out. This is kind of weird. And for some reason, if you try to use the content planner, like everyone's stuff just lives here, which I thought was interesting. And so you can kind of see like what other people are building across the United States. Again, not the intention of this class. So we're in Canva. Now what I would do is I would go to social media. We're going to click on the social media button. Guys, use the 4x5 Instagram post. All right, we're doing a still to start. We're going to build this thing and let's just play with it a little bit. So we're doing 4x5. Don't do the other one. Don't be weird. This is your new Instagram orientation as of 2025. Then what I would do, I'm going to get this design section here, right? So I have designs and I would probably type in phone and let's see what phone pulls up. Like I said, I didn't test any designs out. There we go. We got one. So we can go through, we can see, I really just want something fairly pretty that I can change a little bit and to be uploading my phone frame that's already there. Remember, we just screenshot a phone image. Now we're going to upload in one of these frames. So we're going to go through and let's pick one. So we all don't have to pick the same one because here's the deal. I want you guys to be a little different than each other because I don't want you to be bashful about sharing the same content. All right. So we're going to go through and there is homework at the end. Margaret is going to make sure that everyone posts something today. So you get to pick and choose what you're posting, but it's got to be something. Good. Cool. All right. So I'm just going to grab this one. I'm going to see if this one works. Yep. It looks like it does. It doesn't. That was a lie, but I'm good with it. So if it does delete, guys, you can go to elements and there's this thing called frames right here. So you go to frames and type in what kind of frame. They got devices. I'm just going to grab the phone device and I'm still going to throw it right back in. With that being said, maybe you're like, well, Charles, can we do it a little bit different? Yeah, absolutely. We could go to our designs and maybe type in open house. All right. So maybe we want to be a little bit more purposeful. Maybe you're like, I want something specifically for the open house that I'm in. Well, what if we were to go to an open house template? And while we grab this guy, there's an open house template. And what I would do is I would grab this info. So I'm going to move this just for the sake of moving it. And you have to click all your stuff. Again, Apple users, you're going to shift and just click, hit the group button, and now you can move it around very, very easily. Then what I'm going to do, there you go. Class is over. I got one. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow. So you got to click it and highlight it. So it's probably going to be a shift for everyone. So shift and just tap the stuff. And then there's going to be a group button. Group it, move it all. And then whoever this designer was that did this fancy thing for us, we're not having to play around and figure out the spacing that they already figured out, which is awesome. Wherever you want. Hopefully we're not all doing the same one I did. I guess it's okay because I'm not sending mine. All right. So then I'm going to go through and I'm not going to worry about the open house stuff, but I am going to get my frame in. So again, I went to elements, I went to frames, and I grabbed the phone because remember, we took a screenshot of the app. So now I want to go in and I'm going to go to uploads. I'm going to hit upload files. I'm going to go to my downloads section because that's where my stuff lives. And I'm going to go to open. Here we go. Here's the image. And I'm just going to slide it right on in there. Then I can enlarge it. So I'll take this, right? So I'm like, okay, I want this to be a little bit smaller now. Guys, and it's already grouped together. So it's going to work the way I want it to work. I'm going to enlarge this a little bit more because this is what I want to showcase. And now we're going through and we're building, right? So now I'm showcasing my app. I'm talking about the open house that I have going on. Guys, this is how I would do it. So I would put the open house date. I would put my information in here. I would go through, everything says really great site. I would put my Instagram handle or my Facebook handle, wherever I want to drive most of my attention to. And that's what I would put in here. But now we're going to go through and hopefully everyone kept this open. I'm going to copy this app URL. All right. So I'm going to copy this app URL at the very top, right? This is under the referral links. That is my app that is branded to me. So if someone clicks on anything, I get their information. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to go back in my design. And I am going to go to apps. And I'm going to type in QR. Uh-oh. We're copying the URL. So I went back. I went back. Some of us are a little beyond help. I'm going to go to command. And I'm going to copy the app URL. That's right. Go to Alcove. Move it on to that.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
I'm in a team.
It means that you don't have a. Oh, go back here.
That's where I was thrown out.
Under frames.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So I think we're all almost caught back up. This is definitely not picking on anyone. For y'all that know me. This is simple. Click it, and there's this thing, this circle arrow thing. You guys didn't know this was going to be a Canva class. This is what we should have done. It should have been a Canva class. Get off of the group, guys, because if you're on the group as well, like if you're on both of these, it's going to do it all, right? You see this? So you just want to click off the screen. Nothing's highlighted now. And then re-click back on this. And now just move that separately. All right. The more things you click on, they're going to group them together. Cool. So I'm going to pick up my QR code generator. We're back in Canva. And I like the dynamic one, I think. So this one I'm going to click. I think this is the one I play with in my other account. Click that. Yes, this is the one I like. So check this out. We're not going to get lost in the weeds here because I know this group already. So let's just pick one. Now, for the future, right, we're going to do the scan me thing. For the future, you can change all the colors. You can add your logo into this. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. We're not doing that today. This is the speed round. All right. So then I'm going to go through and I'm going to copy and paste that link. All right. So there's my KW link right there. KW link was in the websites and that app URL. That's what Stacy's thinking right now too. I'm so glad Margaret has me. So we copy this link. We go back. We go to apps. For those that got behind, we go to apps. We type in QR. It pulls up all of the QR. These are all QR apps that are associated with Canva. I like this one. Yeah, I like the dynamic QR codes is the one I like. So I click on that one. And again, you can change colors in this. You can upload your logo into this. You can do all kinds of stuff. So for the future, if you're wanting to do like a mail out, right? You're doing a farm, a just sold, a just listed, and you want to send them somewhere, you can create the QR code, throw it on the postcard and send it off and have all your branded stuff to it. Apps, yep. You go to apps, type in QR. And then I like this one. I like this blue one that says dynamic QR codes.
And then we can just pick any one of them.
Yeah, whatever one you want. And we're not editing anything because, like I said, you guys are crazy. All right. So there we go. I got the scan me on this thing. Then I'm going to go back to elements for fun, and I'm going to type in arrow. I don't like going to shapes because you can see that they got different arrows. Some are called graphics and some are called shapes. So I just go straight to elements and tell it what I want. I don't try to force the narrative. So we're going through, but I do want the graphics because I think the graphics are prettier. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to move it over here. Uh-oh. I'm going to move it over here. Guys, again, you can shrink these things and you can turn them. And I want it to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to go KW red. And I'm going to put it behind. So check this out. I don't like that it's on top of this. This is a Canva class, I tell you what. And so I'm going to click that QR barcode and I'm going to hit position. And I'm going to say, bring it to the front. And now my arrow's behind it. Don't send the arrow to the back because it will go to the far back. You're going to have to translate everything and just micro send this out. I feel it. I see a bunch of deer in the headlights. I see people sweating. I can't see anyone sweating, so I didn't make anyone self-conscious about that. And so, guys, and then you can go through, right? You can put your logo on there, and maybe you want to put your face. So I like to go back to elements, get rid of this. I hit the X, go back to elements. I like to go back to a frame. And then you could do a basic shape. I like the basic shapes. So go see all for basic shapes. They got some fun ones here towards the bottom. That was a lie. I don't see it. Hold on.
You have the elements and then.
Correct. Oh, all right. I don't see it, but anyways, we'll play with this. So I'm going to go circle frame. And then I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to put it maybe somewhere over here. Put it over to the right a little bit. I'm going to go to my uploads. So you guys, I don't know if you have your photos uploaded, but you should. As I say that, I have one that I've removed the background. Don't do the remove backgrounds, guys. It looks odd when you do that on this, at least. So I'm just going to pick someone's photo. I have this one that I created. Oh, there's one of me. Never mind. Here you go. Never mind. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and so some people are going to go through and they might do it a little bit differently, but what I also think that you could do with this post is I think that you can print it and it could live at the desktop on your wherever the open house is. So if you're creating one of these and you're just getting them used to your branding and your branding and your branding and your branding is on maybe your email. So maybe you actually turn this post right here and you put it into an email blast that you're sending out. Then you're putting it on your social media. Then you're printing out, this is on the island when you walk into your open house and they got the sign-in sheet. All right. So I think that's the issue with social media. I think that's why a lot of people don't touch social media is because we're all thinking in this world where, oh, I'm just putting it on Instagram. No, we need to recirculate this social media everywhere that we can. Right. So yes, I hear you. That does sound stupid, Charles, and I agree. But yet I'm thinking about how I can repurpose the same content over and over. And just because it doesn't necessarily 100% work on this platform, I'm still going to put it in different places. So that's what I would do. I would actually start a newsletter and I would send it out to all the people that sign into my open houses. And new open house, don't forget to download my app. And that's the part of the post I'm going to send out.
Can you just hold down a QR code on your phone and it will open?
There are some that can do that now. You can definitely do it from emails to where you can pull down the QR barcode, at least on an iPhone. And it will pull up the link. And then you can just download it from there. Yes. Cool, guys. So then we can go through, we can keep building this out. We can go in if you wanted to. And again, we're not turning this into a Canva class, but you could say your name. And then highlight your name. and go to effects. And then from effects, you can put a background on it, right? You see the background just popped up, scroll down a little bit further and you can pick your color. So maybe I want KW red again. I want to change my text to white and then I can enlarge it. Right? So we can do all kinds of stuff. All right, how do we feel about this outside of the ones that are still trying to figure out how to put the phone in there? Good. The phone, I went to elements. And from elements, I went to frames. From frames, I went to devices. And they got all kinds of devices. I think there's even like a weird Android in here somewhere. Yeah, but guys, they got them all built out and stuff too. Like they got like fake Facebook ones already. Check that. Or that's Instagram. That's a fake Instagram one. Like you can even just kind of build them out and make it look like an Instagram post. I don't know what this is. That's an old MacBook. Cool. All right, whose post is going to be this today? I expect at least one poster. Carlos, tell me the other ones before we do anything. I like it. All right. You guys want to build another one? Let's build something else. All right, let's go back to home. Auto saves. You could hit save though if you feel like you're working too quick sometimes. I do hit save and I exit out. There is a save button at the very top. Like if you go back here, you go to file, there is a save. It should auto save though. Canva typically auto saves. Sometimes I'm flying through it though and I don't trust it and I hit save. But I move a little quicker. All right. So let's do this. Let's talk about talking head video. Check this out. We are going to, well, mine already lived on there because we were already up there, but let's just do it. I am back home. I go to social media. Again, I like a reel because again, I want the whole vertical stack. Guys, check this out. Just talking Instagram doesn't mean it has to be Instagram, right? I can go through, I can make this into YouTube. This could be in Facebook. This could be in TikTok. This could be whatever. So we can build this. And if you pick this option, you can see they all have play buttons on them. These are all moving. All right. So there's movement in this for you. So some of these, as you kind of go through and you play with them, they might not necessarily work for what you want to do, but I wanted to show you at least this piece of it to where if I were to click this and I were to pick here, you can see this is a 6-second long movement right here. All right. So you have 6 seconds where this thing is going to move. And if I were to add another page, let's go apply all 3 pages. Now it's turned into 15 seconds and you can see that they all kind of live right here as it moves through. And this is probably the worst example because I don't know what I'm going to do for this maternity shoot, but at least I think that's what it is. Now it's not a maternity shoot. It's just I don't know what it is. So, but what we're going to do, I'm going to exit out of this part and I just want to go to a regular Instagram post, this 4x5 again, because this will work. So let's go back to 4x5. And so here's your 4x5. Let's do something again. Let's call it open house. So I am at the very top in designs. I'm going to type in open house. Again, we have open house templates. Let's pick a different template. Who's doing open house this weekend? Who's watching the Broncos game instead? The game's on Sunday. So the game's on Sunday at 1 o'clock. It's earlier this time around. It's going to be really hard to pregame. So when you guys are looking at this is for your open houses, right? So we're taking a look and we grab these open. This is what's cool, guys. This is the cool part about this integration is that you have all of KWRI's templates plus all of Canvas templates. So again, we went to Instagram 4x5. Now pick your style. What do you do? Now here's the thing. I also probably judge a little bit harder what the home looks like. If it's a hideous house, I'm probably not going to post a bunch of photos of the hideous house. Now, if it's a pretty house and they got a pretty kitchen and, maybe bathroom tiles and some stuff and it's furnished, rock and roll, let's post more. But again, if you're working with an ugly house, because they're out there, maybe we're not going to do it. Or maybe we just want something a little bit generic. We grab this. So check this out, right? I want you guys to see this. So I'm going to delete that photo and check this out. Guys, you have your integrations here. And if you scroll down to this Keller Williams integration, it reads Keller Williams. Here's the MLS. This is why you play in your KW Canva accounts and not the other ones that you have. Because your other ones, this is a bigger paid feature. I'm not saying you can't do this in your Canva account, but it costs money to do this. So you go in here, you have your listings, or you have all listings. So I go to all listings. So if you guys know your address of the home that you're doing this weekend, put the address in. All right, so let's go through. And I don't have an address, so I'm just going to pick one of my old listings. But put the address in this spot right here, and then hit go, and it's going to pull all the photos from the MLS, and you'll have access to all of them. So I'm just going to grab one of my past listings. And so this was the most recent one. And so you guys can grab the photos. Go ahead. Oh, nope. And so maybe I want to go through, and I actually really like how my people, this is their furniture. They're very eclectic. This is an old farmhouse. This is a 1700s, 1800s farmhouse. And so when you go and look at this, I'm just going to grab one. And maybe I want to grab like this living room. All right. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to set it as my image background. Right click on the photo, set as image background. You see it's in the back now. So I don't even have to play with it, enlarge it, nothing. But you saw that I moved this. So if you don't have a this, you go to elements. I want to show you guys this. Again, we're just doing a Canva class now. And I go to shapes and I could grab a square. All right, so that's all this is just a square. All right, so I grab my square and I'm just going to delete the one that's already there so I can show you guys this one. And what I would do is I would move it and I would just put it over the entire photo. And now you can't see it. So what we can do now is we can go to the position piece again. And I can go backward, 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 backward. And I click on this thing, transparency.
This is an advanced class.
Oh, let's go.
I think that's
Yeah. Well, this is what happens when Margaret says, you want to teach social media? I said, all right, let's do it. And then I just shoot from the hip, kind of. Oh, yeah. So, but then, so check that out, right? Like now we're trying to say what we got going on. We're giving them a sneak preview of what it is. And that square that we had is what is doing some different stuff. And that's just the transparency. And you guys can play with that however you want to do it, right? So you go bigger, lighter, more clearer. And I would encourage everyone to play with the colors as well. Because when you play with the colors, you see that different things start to pop. And it just shows a little bit differently depending on like what you choose. Like even white, like white changes like to a really different color when you do this kind of stuff. So this one was gray. I'm going to leave it as gray. But there's another one, and that was a simple one. So this is, again, for my people that are like, Charles, absolutely not. I am never going to do a talking head video. But check this out. Let's talking head video this one. All right. Does everyone have some kind of template made around this? We feel good? All right. So I want you guys to go to uploads. All right. No one gets shocked with what you're about to do. It's going to be your face is going to pop up here. All right. Don't let it be like that one where you like hit and you're like, oh my, right? So hit record yourself. And then record talking head video. And so check this out. Wherever you drop this guy, don't worry about where you drop it. You can move it around later. But you're going through and you can do your open house. And what would it look like? Hey, this is Charles Coleman with Keller Williams. Just wanted to invite you to my open house this Saturday from 1 to 2. Here's the address. This is what we're doing. Send it out. Right? So now you've just gone through Canva. You've created this talking head video. There's nothing special about this. This is an invite. You don't need a script. You don't need anything. You're going to say, this is the address. This is when I'm going to be here. Bedroom, bathroom, come see me. Don't be a killer. I have a friend with me, right? Like, and just put it out there, right? Like, so, but you guys can do this. And so you have the circle. You also have the square. And I want to show you this. So you could also do this. And so I'm just going to hit record. So I'm going to go circle, hit record. 3, 2, 1. Hey, this is Charles Coleman. Want to invite you to our open house Monday to Sunday, 8:30 to 10 p.m. because I don't have a life. Check out our website for all the great listings at realtygreatsite.com. All right, so you do it. Save and exit. So check this out. Highlight it. You see that I'm on it. Background remover. It's going to take a second because it's a video, so it takes a little bit longer. But let's just say that you're doing it. It's pretty clean. I'd probably do the square in this case. Don't do the circle. The circle's going to round you out. But then you do this. And let's say, as soon as we do it. Oh, go ahead. Hit me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Greg, what were you saying?
I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good, man. Cool. So like I said, it looks kind of weird because I did a circle. But you can go as big as you want on this thing now, right? So maybe you've moved this, right? So maybe we've gone through. I got to put myself somewhere where I can grab it. And I've gone through here and I've grouped all these things again. I don't know if I missed anything. We're going to find out. Yeah, I missed this thing, but oh no, that's part of the house. All right, cool. Oh, I did miss the now. All right. So then I'm going through, I'm putting that at the top corner. I'm grabbing my photo and I can go bigger photo now, a talking head video. So I've moved this stuff kind of to the side and I want me to be more of a focal and I can go through and I can put this stuff in. Who's doing a talking head video open house this time? All right, we're going 0 for 2. So I haven't shown you, oh, I got 1. I'm telling you, Margaret's checking because we're not being learning for learning's sake anymore. We're doing it to do something with it. And we're going to make some money. So I want you guys to make a lot of money. All right. So
What was the background thing? Remove the background.
BG remover for background remover. You're welcome. So guys, this is like the Canva piece, right? So we've gone through, we know that we can create stills and import the photos directly in from KW, from the MLS. You don't got to upload and download and none of that garbage. You can create videos in this thing, right? And so you can go through and you can create all this and then you throw it on Instagram. You throw it on Facebook. If you're doing a still, you throw it on Instagram, you throw it on Facebook, you throw it on your email. Maybe you are creating a postcard, right? You're doing these different things and you're putting these QR barcodes and you're firing it off. So we looked at QR barcodes. We looked at, we should give people our app going forward. We did the talking head video, how to remove the background from the talking head video, how to group stuff together. That was a thing today. All right. Let's talk about Gemini. All right, we're switching gears. We go with Canva. Do we want to touch anything else in Canva? We feel good about it. We feel not good about it, but at least I think I learned something. Oh, we got those. All right, cool. We will look to do a 101 class with this stuff, with Margaret's permission, of course. So we're going to go through. Let's get out of, let's not exit all the way out. Keep the home screen open. Or exit all the way out. So check this out. We have Gemini. So just type in Gemini.com. I don't know if that will work, but I think it should. If something weird pops up on your phone, I'm sorry. Now it's gonna have to be, I'm sorry, it's gonna be Gemini.google.com. No, that's definitely someone wanted to sell you something, Margaret. I like that one. Cool. So guys, if you do not see your photo in the top right corner, that means we gotta log in. All right, so if your photo's not up here, you see it says Keller Williams Pro account, you get the Gemini Pro account at no added cost. You get Canva Pro account that's directly linked to the MLS at no added cost. You get a Gemini Pro account at no added cost. These are the tools that we should be using. So what's unfortunate about mine is I like to actually just throw a lot of in my Gemini account, I throw a lot of like photos. Like it just removes photos. Like I did this one with David. This is why it says remove child. I'll show you what this is so you guys don't think I'm a weirdo. So I took David's photo, and so that's David and insurance, and there's this child. So that's the child I removed. So I'm like, remove this photo, and I kept him professional. So then I did that. I said, no, that's not David. David has this suit on. So, because this is old and it's grainy, and I don't know why he has this all over everywhere. And this is the photo it created of David. It took David with the child and threw the child away. And I said, thank you, Gemini. And then it put him in a suit. And that's his photo. So it can do a lot of cool stuff. So check this out. We're going to play with some stuff. And I'm going to switch gears a little bit, stay where you're at. All right. Not what I wanted. This is what I wanted, which I think is what's showing to you. All right, I got some Gemini prompts in here. I don't know the best way to get this to any of you. But this is what we've gone through and done. This is what I think the Gemini is important for. I like Gemini for photos. All right. I think that you give Gemini a solid enough prompt and it will give you photos. It will give you ideas. I mean, Gemini is going to connect to your guys' Google Drive. Google is going to connect to your calendar. Gemini is going to, so you can do a lot of cool stuff with Gemini. Like you can ask Gemini, like, where am I wasting a lot of my time doing whatever? And it will actually tell you based off of your calendar. You have to use your calendar, but it will tell you these things. So here's my first one. I told it, you are a top producing real estate agent in Colorado with strong local market experience. I said, I'm going to paste in a news article or MLS data or market statistics below, and your job is to turn that information into a clear, consumer-friendly content. All right, so let me figure out how to get this to you guys. What is the best way? Online, you guys are the easy ones because I can just copy it and send it. Yeah, it's a big prompt. I like big prompts. I think there's a song about that. This one's too big. Still too big. It'll be a two-part prompt for you guys at home. All right. So for you guys in the room, how can I do this? Oh, I like that thought process. Sorry, Stacy, going to put you on the spot. I'm going to send it to you. You're in charge of sending it out. I mean, Margaret, can I borrow Stacy, please? She's here. Keys, please, is calling me. All right, coming in hot. All right. Stacy's gonna get that out to y'all. Now check this out. This is what I like about this. We're going through again very specific with what we want the robot to do. And if anyone was in the Facebook group the other day, Skynet's coming for me first. Because I what it thinks of how I talk to it. So I say 45 seconds. How long can a reel be? It's not 45 seconds. What? You can do 30. What else can you do? I would say go up for a reel. You can go up to like a minute 30. All right. Yeah, if you're crazy, you can do 3 minutes. Yeah, I would say maximum a minute and a half. I don't know. Is anyone at home watching minute and a half reels? Yeah, like you're swiping pretty fast off of that. I like to do mine at 45 seconds, and that's what I prompt the robot to do. It says, I told it start with a strong hook. No, none of this. Hi, my name's Charles Coleman with Keller Williams. Like nobody cares. All right. So why should I care? And we're going to go SEO and AEO. All right. So check this out. SEO is how people search. All right. We're going to go through. We are going to SEO and AEO are going to be the combined forces with how Skynet is looking for you versus how Google natural people are Googling and looking for you as well. We want both of those to rank high. So everything we do needs to be SEO and AEO driven going forward. Not SEO only, not AEO only. We want both. We want both the robot and the personal experience to find me based off of how people are searching. So it goes through, we're building that out. I speak directly to you and your, all right? So I want it to the person. This is what Taylor Swift does. Taylor Swift never starts this thing with, hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's always one-to-one, because here's the deal. Raise your hand. Think about this. This is a trick question. Raise your hand if you invite all of your friends to your house and say, hey, I want you guys to sit around me and we're going to scroll social media as a group. Nobody is a hey everyone. You're doing this one-on-one. So talk to one person. You're talking to one person. Not hey everyone. How's everyone doing today? There's only one person on the other end of this thing. Right. So we're just talking to one person. I want to sound confident. I want to sound local. I want to sound practical and not salesy, because I know everyone's afraid of that. And I want a clear call to action based off of whatever I'm talking about. All right. So that's what I say. Call to action. That's your CTA. DM me for this. Comment the word X for this. Right. And it's going to pull that through. So it's going to go through. It's also going to give me 3 alternative captions. Hookbase is going to do some stuff for that for me. And I also said, create all the captions. After you help me create my script, I want you to write the captions for me as well. I don't want to do anything except for record. All right. So we're going through, we're building all this stuff off. So let's do it. So I'm going to grab it all. And you guys are going to get it all here soon, except for I don't expect anyone to build this in the room. Correct. Yeah. And using something like this, absolutely it will. Yep. So I'm switching back over. I guess I could just do desktop. Yeah. Cool. So then I'm going to go into Gemini. The only thing I don't like about Gemini is since it is a KW owned product, not Gemini, we don't own Google, but since this is a KW workspace, you can't delete it. It just kind of lives there. Don't put anything weird in there. All right. So I'm going to go through. I'm typing it. I'm putting my prompt in. Maybe. All right. There's my giant prompt. And I left room. So this is where I'm supposed to go through. Here is my stuff. So let's go in. I think I saved something from earlier. Maybe. So I thought I did. All right. Cool. What I like about Housing Wire, guys, I would just sign up for Housing Wire. They're going to send you some of these like AI updates. Just steal them. All right. So here's my takeaways. I'm just going to copy it. So the robot kicks out.
You're gonna send us that.
Stacy is, yes. All right, so this is the first time I built it in here. I don't like when it does this. And I'm gonna tell it, listen here, nerd. Going forward, do not give me my timing. I want to copy and paste directly from here. Please rewrite. So I didn't put that prompt in for this because I just wanted to show you guys how to do it on Gemini so that we just yelled at it. Cool. There's my prompt. The Colorado housing market just sent us a massive early signal for 2026. If you've been waiting for the right time, this is the data you need to see.
So I copied and pasted out a picture, and my hook is different. It says, stop waiting for the Colorado housing market to crash. It's not happening, but something better is.
So then, right, we grab this thing. It's talking about inventory, and you see like it's going through. I don't know how long this is because again, it tried to tell me what it was going to do, and I don't believe it. So I'm going to copy it. Now, this is why we download the Edits app. Let's download the Edits app. And it's not a KW product, but it is free. This is owned by Instagram.
Quit walking around.
Yeah, quit walking around, Charles. I'm back, Greg. I'm back. Got your Edits app.
Looks like this.
Coach, I'm not sideways. Just want to let you know. Yep. Are you still sideways? Did you delete it? Still. It has to. It. Yeah. All right. So what I've done. Once we get the Edits app downloaded, everyone download the Edits app. Again, there is homework. This is pass or fail. Margaret's your instructor and yeah, do it on your own Instagram. Here's the deal, guys. I am not a proponent for you guys having business Instagram accounts. The only reason why you would have a business Facebook, business Instagram is if you're running ads. That's the only reason why you would do it. There's no other point because here's the thing. If you run a business Facebook account specifically, it's only going to push to 3% of your followers because it wants you to pay. And so if you're not paying, no one's going to see it. So do it from your personal. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram, you just turn off personal. And actually, I would put it on as an influencer. Do it as an influencer account because then it's going to give you insights. And as an influencer, you can still use the good music. If you do a business account, you can't pick the good music anymore. You just get the generic royalty-free ones. So don't do the business. There you go. 2 things. I'm out. All right, so we're copying this thing. I'm in my Edits app. This is what we're on so far. All right. Then what I did after I did this is I clicked on this circle right here. All right, so I'm clicking on the circle. What you can see is there's this box right here. It looks like writing. That's where you drop your script. Now you got a teleprompter. I just pasted in that entire script in there. That's in the Edits app. No added cost. You don't need CapCut. You don't need Captions app. You don't need any of this stuff. This is free. Plus, here's the deal. The CEO of Instagram came out last year and said, we are rewarding people for using the Edits app. We will show your product more if you do. So if you're creating stuff, it is actually going to reward you for feeding the beast. All right. So there's that. So then I went through, I just took everything that Skynet gave me and I put it in here. And then I hit done. And I can go through, I can create. All right. So now it's going to live there. And this is why I have a podium. I have a podium so that I can set it up and I can look at it and I can have a conversation. And I kind of have it eye level with my camera. So it looks like I'm talking to whoever's staring at me on the other side. There's also a green screen feature. All right, so there's a green screen feature. Well, maybe I'm talking specifically about an article I just read. Well, what I would do is I would go into my phone and let's just pick an article. What am I looking up here? Google. Okay, so my video today, guys, just so you guys know, my video today, I put in an idea and I steal it off of Google. Whatever the top searches are in Google, that's my article, because obviously those are rankings. Those are my conversations. So my iPhone people, I go in, I scroll down. If you're on an Android, I don't know how you do this. I know there's a way to do it. You scroll down, I'm just going to do screen share or screen record. I'm hitting this button. You can see the countdown. Maybe you can't. And then I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. This is my news article. We're just pretending there's a news article here. I'm scrolling through the news article. Then at the very top, I hit the button, stop. Now check this out. Now, when I click the green screen, there's the screen. Look, now we're talking on it. Now we don't get weird. We won't be on something solid, so it doesn't do that. But now I have the news article moving in the background. Then I put the transcript back on. And now I'm literally having the social proof from where I got this info. I'm not just winging it. Here's my national news article, and I'm reporting the news. I'm the mailman, right? I'm delivering you the news from this reputable source. And that's all this prompt is. So then we go through and we create it. And then I told it, give me the captions. All right. So here's my primary caption: 2026 Colorado real estate reset. Here it is. I'm putting it in there. You know what? Maybe I want to be a little bit more interesting. That's the one I'm putting on Instagram. The second option, I'm putting in LinkedIn. And this third option, I'm putting on YouTube. I have the exact same video, different verbiage. We know that Google's pulling LinkedIn. We know that Google's pulling YouTube because they own it. We know that they're pulling metadata. They're pulling all this in. So you might rank on the same video numerous times. And that's why I like it to give me multiple options, because then I can just change it around a little bit. The same video, different verbiage all the way across. We have a winner on this one yet? This one? And again, you raise your hand. Margaret's checking on you. Margaret's, Stacey's not in the back anymore, but she was watching for hands. All right, let's look at another one. I think I had set this appropriately now. I think this is right. Yep, green screen still on there. All right, here's another one. You are an expert photorealistic image compositor and interior staging assistant. I like it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm doing the open house. Who's doing open houses this weekend? Who's doing an open house that isn't staged?
I have 3 this
Yeah, that doesn't
weekend.
have furniture. Do they have furniture in them?
No,
That's what made me stop doing open houses. All right.
I prefer it.
Not me. Where are you supposed to take a nap?
When you
All
get
right.
home.
Oh, that was my issue. That's why I didn't close as many open house deals as you have. All right. So we got multiple photos of different rooms. So what my intention with this is what if we were to upload a photo of ourselves and we upload a couple photos of a house? The house that we're doing for the open house. And then what I said is, here are the rules. Don't alter the structure. Don't mess with the lighting. Don't mess with the layout of the room. Do not redesign or change the room style. If the room already has furniture, use it naturally. If the room has no furniture, I want you to lightly stage it.
Okay.
Minimal furniture that's appropriate to the space. All right. Then I said, I want you to take this photo of me. I want you to put me in action. All right. So I went through, I says, if I'm in the kitchen, have me cooking. Leaning on the counter. That's the shot, right? Elena, that's the shot, Elena. All right. Holding a coffee mug. If you're in the living room, sitting on the couch, reviewing on a tablet, relaxed posture. All right. So it's going to go through. I don't have these photos. Let's do this. We are going to go through, not photos. I want Google. Oh. Empty kitchen. Win the deal. All right, there's my empty kitchen. What else do I want? I want anyone listening to Katy Perry right now?
No.
Nope. You can't hear her. She's singing in the other room. Right, this is Katy Perry, right? I'm not crazy. All right. Game room. This could be weird, I bet. All right. You know, in my mind, I was picturing this. Put me, yeah, who knows? All right, cool. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we printed it twice. That's what it was. All right, let's go back. Gemini. So let's go. Let's grab this deal. So again, same stuff, pretty much the same rules. We're in Gemini. I like to do a new chat. I don't know why I like to do a new chat. I do know why. Sometimes when you keep doing the same chat over and over again, it gets weird. It starts like mixing up the rules, especially if you're trying to play with a photo. So if you're trying to do a photo and it's not just like listening to you, right? Skynet. Start a new chat. Because sometimes it starts like blurring lines and doing some weird stuff. All right, so there's my prompt. Upload files. There's this, there's this, there's this. There's my AI image from the other day. I feel like there's a photo of me. Well, that'll be interesting. Maybe we do that for fun. Let's do that. Let's see what it does. So I'm going to send a half photo of me. All right, so I got my photo. I got my 3 different rooms from my open house this weekend. Let's see what it does. All right, what has it done? It says, hey, I've processed your images and composed 4 high resolution. How that's possible is beyond me because we only give it 3. So each image places you naturally into the environment. All right, cool. So the kitchen, the luxury bedroom. Yeah, I saw that. It says, would you like me to adjust your pose? Yeah, make me look awesome. See what happens. It's probably gonna short and it's gonna die right here. Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't see any
This one's safe.
photos.
Yeah, neither do I. These. That looks better. Well, that's not me. That's not me at all. Yeah, he's like this. For you to look cool, we got to do this to you. All right, let's try this. No. I want this photo. In this room following the I don't know why. I think that I am jacking it up. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely done this prompt before where I put myself in different like natural, like Colorado settings. And yeah, I don't necessarily love that. It just kind of put me over the photo. Make me cool on that table. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Dear Lord, let there be pool noodles and floaties. Ah. I'm definitely playing pool. Who knows?
But not on the pool table.
Yeah, I see that. I got the tattoos. I got the shirt almost. Got the watch at the time, the glasses. It looks a little different because it's trying to guess what the top of my head looks like. Because it's obviously not in the photo. All right, we're going to come back to this one. We're going to circle back to this one. This one's not operating nicely. Let's look at this other prompt. All right. You are a top producing real estate agent and professional content strategist. I'm going to give you one topic and I'm going to give you the exact number of carousel slides that I want. Your job is to generate everything at once. I want the slide titles, the short descriptions, the realistic images of each slide, and a ready to post caption. So it's going to go through. There's my topic. I'm going to tell it the slide. So this is what I would do with this one. I would go into Canva. All right. So I would go into Canva again. I would go to Instagram 4x5, just like where we've been living. Carousel. Guys, they already have these already made carousels. All right. So you can go through and you can find the ones that you like, right? So you can go through and they just move all the way across. All right. I would probably keep it a little bit simple, like maybe something like that where it's a little bit cleaner. Or we can go in here. Let's see what this one looks. I like this one too. And so, guys, everyone that knows what a carousel is, right? You just kind of swipe all the way across. So we're going through and I'm gonna say, well, this one's got 6. All right, so there's my first thing. I like this. I don't want to recreate the wheel. Give me 6. All right, so there's 6, including the title slide. All right. So we're going through. I might have to run and grab my charger because I'm losing power here. All right, so we're gonna go in. I'm gonna grab this prompt. Topic. No. First time homebuyer info. 6. See what it does. I'm just have broken my image prompt. I just don't know why it's doing this. But what I am going to do, let's just see if this works. Yeah, it looks pretty close. What's this guy doing? This guy is changing the channel to this blank square TV right here. I don't know what's happening, but I'm okay with it. And so that's just what we did. For some reason, the prompt that I put in is just giving you the prompt to put back in to make it create it for whatever reason. All right, so this is how I would do this. I would go in, my title, stop paying your landlord's mortgage. I would go into this. I grab my first one. And it's too big, which I'm okay with. I'm going to shrink it, widen it. I don't know how I feel about Nicki Minaj right now. I don't know about you guys. So there's your first one. I'm going to go to add. We're going to go back over to designs. This is the second one. All right. So we go into the second thing right here. We're going back to Gemini. Here's my second one, the credit score myth. Then I'm going to go here. Or take this. And guys, all this is doing is gone through and this has created everything that we've asked it to do. And we can build this thing all the way through. All right. So what we could also do, so this is how I would probably play with this as well. I go here, I grab this image. So I want to enhance it a little bit, maybe. It created that image. So it's giving me the image. I don't know why it's not creating it. I obviously broke the prompt somewhere, but it's just giving us the prompt for the prompt at this point, which is just one extra step, I guess. So now I go to uploads, upload file, and you could do this. I've done this before. I'm not a huge fan of it. You could link this together to where it just sends it. You could link Canva into this and it would just upload it and create it for you. I just want a little bit more control. Same thing, right click, replace background. Now what I would do, because we can barely see some stuff, again, I would go back to the elements. I get that shape again. I get that square. Let's turn it black to live like the same stuff that we've been playing with. Then let's position it. And then they were going. So, right. So we have this, we got this a little bit. Maybe I want to do a little bit more. So maybe I just want to make this pop just a little bit more. I can do this. I can go through again and just make it a little bit more transparent. And so now it's there, but I can read it and I can go through. So I'm just double boxing this thing. Maybe I don't want to double box it. And maybe I just want to go through, go back to the effects, put the background on it. And I could even go through and just do the whole transparency thing with this as well. So I can just highlight the words only, edit the words, and then do the transparency piece over it. Then what we're doing, guys, is it's building this whole thing out. It's also giving me my captions again. All right. So we've gone through, we've given it the idea. We've already picked the template that we want to play with. We're just uploading the stuff into this template, and then we're grabbing the info. We can do one specifically for LinkedIn. We can play with it. And then we got one more. I'll show you guys this one, but we're not going to play with this one too much. You're a top producing real estate agent in Colorado and a content strategist. I'm going to give you details from one open house, the address, the price, the features, the neighborhood, and the target buyer. Don't say family. You're going to paste in the open house information here. Then what it's going to do is it's going to give you one Instagram reel script to talk about from the previous reels that we played with. One Instagram carousel, the 5 slides with the titles and stuff. One story sequence, right? So we can go through, we can do the story. One short listing description. Maybe you want to put it into the Facebook description, not the MLS, but the Facebook description. And then a quick follow-up post for after you get done with the open house. Right? And don't sleep on that. So, which of the Gemini things, except for the one that made me play pool backwards, which one of those do we feel the best about? Not everyone at once. I can't multitask like that.
That's funny. What was the
What did
question
you say,
again?
Greg?
What was your question?
The question was, of all the Gemini stuff that we played with, which one would we use?
The other guy leaning against the counter. Just kidding.
I guess that was not what I took away from you. I just said not the pool one. The direct pieces. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So here's the deal. So this is supposed to be a workshop. I know that we workshopped the front part, and then I lost some people. Who again has open houses? This is a trick question. Perfect. I got 3. I got 4. Elena refuses to play. Elena's
I've
been
got a
sitting by
couple.
me. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. Which one of these are we going to create now? Right? Here's the deal. All these are creatable now. We got to get out of our own way. And so we went through 2 very specific ones. I gave you one without you talking, because I know some of you are like, that can't be the way I look or the way that I sound. And I got one that is just stills, to where you still look the way that you look, but we can still push out this information. So let's create something. And you got to send it to Margaret and put it on Instagram. And so you can copy your Instagram look and send it to Margaret. We're okay with that, but that's how you get a passing grade today. Does anyone want to fail today? Good.
No.
That's a good answer. I don't know how you would fail today, but I guess you could. All right, so let's do this, guys. Let's go in. We got 30 minutes. Let's create something. Let's get the feel for this. I am here so I can help you. We got through the teaching aspect of this. I know I threw a lot at you,
A ton.
but I either want you to create enough to where you can do the talking head video. So let's create it and let's start the talking head piece of it. Or let's just create the still for whatever open house that you're doing. Did she not send it? Did it not come to you?
This should be an in-person class, not a Zoom class.
Yeah, Margaret.
Take these in person only.
I
It's not
love
hard.
it. And
Oh,
So she didn't send you all of this? That she didn't give you a whole PDF? It should.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a big PDF. Yeah.
Look at that.
No, it should be the whole thing. Uh, Canva.kw.com. Canva.kw.com. Oh, you're good. And then it should be your guys' login with your command credentials, I believe. Greg, just because you're at home doesn't mean that you don't have this homework too. I want to see. Look, I lost a bunch of people. I gave them homework and like 5 people dipped out. Bruce dipped out. Yeah, I got Rachel still, and I got Greg still. Everyone else was like, nope, peace, nerd. Go to gemini.google.com. On the top right hand side, you should be able to sign in. And it's your KW email, Elena. Godspeed. Oh, I can tell you where to find it, and I have to run and grab my charger. But for those that don't know it, go to mykw.kw.com. And then I think it's under resources. Nope, it's under technology, KW email. Manage your KW email, I think is the next button. Boom, it says my KW email is charlescoleman@kw.com. All right, you get my charger. Greg, I'm not talking.
I hear you.
See what you create.
No.
Thank you. Don't overthink it. I actually downloaded it. Oh, no.
Yeah. I did.
Downloaded it. It's fine.
Anyone that you want. Yep. I just want you guys to get a feel for this. Now you're locked out? Well, the good news is you're not in any what you were.
Oh, when I downloaded it, and I on my phone, it knew my email account was, and so it automatically uploaded.
But,
Yeah, it was sweet.
I think you can email with technology. Then go to the email. And then go to manage your KW email. And I would grab that, I would go to Google. No, grab that. Just, yep, I grab that and go to Google and put forgot password if you don't have it.
Oh, I should.
Oh, if you have, yeah, so that's what it is.
If you do that, then
Probably. It's Charlie Moore. Charlie 2013.
while you're making her see it, and then I try and it says contact your domain.
That's Elizabeth, so when she's done, you're husband. Remember,
I can't do it, shoot.
remember, if you guys don't do anything, Margaret's not going to teach again, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but. Yes. Scroll down on the toolbar and it should say just Keller Williams. Keller Williams. And it's probably, if it's your first time, you probably have to agree to allow Canva to do it. I just told him to get rid of it. I just said, remove the timing.
You do this, it's gonna, if you take a picture of this, to that one. So that you could just go back and read a new one.
Anyone want to do a talking head video on your phone? I have a stand right here. We do 2 at a time.
Right. Yeah. But I didn't have.
You guys could do it. You don't necessarily need to use my prompts. You could literally just go grab anything off of Google News, Housing Wire, Inman, Denver Business Journal, insert whatever here, grab the highlights and say, create me a 45-second script with a CTA, and it will create it for you.
Out, like, and then I was like, oh my god. It's like having orange. It like. I'm like, I think I'm sick out of my kitchen. I got totally distracted by it. My hair, you can't. Yeah, ours is. Are you, are you uploading like pictures of? Never go wrong. It's sad, it's just never. See on the neighborhood vibe. I like it, it's a unique aspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets you credit.
Okay.
Talking head video does get double credit.
There it is.
Yeah.
Broken something. Yeah, one of my prompts has completely just turned this into giving me prompts. Like, it's like my prompt has made it create prompts instead. Yeah, I've broken it. Yeah, it's. Yeah, and it could, I guess, be the platform itself might just be a little wonky. Yeah, it's a little far back, and obviously the picture is, but it did do it that time. So it did put me in there. I just took the prompts out and I just told it what I wanted. I think it would be better if the photo was closer and you could see yourself and actually know it's you. I mean, obviously that is the photo that I uploaded. Right, so we got the photo of me. We have the room. But you guys can take this and literally go through and have it stage houses for you. That's what we're going to play with tomorrow. Is we're going to go through and we're going to put in specific prompts, hopefully to where they look real, and actually just stage houses with this thing. And so we're going to tell what type of furniture we want to see. We're going to keep the furniture the same all the way through, but and tell it not to change anything. Like we can go through, we could paint walls if we wanted to. We can go in here, we can tell it to put in mid-mod furniture, we can tell it to do all kinds of stuff and it will fill it out.
So that should be an in-person, not Zoom. Correct?
Yeah, I would come in for in-person with that one as well, yep.
Okay.
I know Margaret doesn't want you to, but I think you should.
I'll ask Gemini to do it.
The 4x5? Yeah, the 4x5 should work. The 4x5 should absolutely fit. Yeah, because the 4x5 should open up kind of like a real wood now. Mm-hmm.
Next,
On file?
maybe I picked up the wrong.
Here are five.
No, you got 4x5.
So when I posted it, it cut it off like right here. On my
Yeah, because that's the
Instagram.
new size.
I wonder if it has to do with how I saved it, maybe. Let's look at my saved one, because maybe I.
I don't think that should matter how you saved it. That shouldn't.
So this is the saved one.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go back to Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be jumping back and forth on Canva and Instagram and all that stuff tomorrow.
I do create a post, right? Same standard thing.
I would create it as a reel. So create it as a reel.
Which will eventually go away.
Mm-mm,
My video.
no. Go, oh, maybe you can't do it. So if I were to go through here and click this plus button,
Do you have a special kind of account?
mm-mm. You guys might not have the access to do it from
Well,
your,
here's reels, so maybe I could do
no,
that.
that's just gonna be the view reels.
Makes sense. Why wouldn't I have? Let's go down.
God bless
Yeah,
you.
you see that goes so long, it goes long when you do a reel, and that's kind of what we want to do, so it lives a little bit longer. So we'll put some song behind it as well.
That doesn't make sense, right? Oh, you know what? This is part of my Meta Business Suite. Oh, I always post to here. Did you post yours, Christy? Did it come out right?
I have I can't, get onto my.
Are you going to repeat this class, Charles?
My business Instagram.
We'll do something similar to this, probably not this exact same class. Sounds like I probably just should do a Canva class.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm good
I
with
could-
that.
I can tell you I've heard too much Nikki today, I'll tell you guys that much.
So even if it's not a video, if I add it like this,
Yeah, let's see what happens on
'cause
this
this
side.
is my business Facebook, which is Facebook and Instagram.
Mhm.
What's that showing on my stuff on my desktop?
I'm thinking you're running into issues because it is a computer. Because again, like if I were to just go and do like a still as a reel on this,
I'm just gonna drag it over.
that's just a photo and I put it in the real format.
Yeah, this isn't taking.
And then what I can do is I can throw stickers and I can throw music on it, which people will live longer on it. It'll show up differently. So that's why I wanted you guys to do 4x5 is it'll
Yeah.
pop up and take up the whole screen.
Well, this one has the whole thing.
Cool.
If I do it through Facebook. Got Instagram.
You're doing the carousel. Let's go. Mm-hmm.
Then I put in
Mm-hmm.
photos for my open house this weekend and the info,
Mm-hmm.
like very basic. I'm gonna do the carousel. Where did it go? No. This one.
Mhm.
So I take this to Canva
Mm-hmm.
and just.
Yeah, and so I would just take all those photos, set them as my backdrops, and then I would just hit the slide. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Cool, cool. I like it. That was crackers from the front. Probably give you limited outputs, but yeah, I'll still do some stuff. It was Mara.